All right, so let's start answering questions. Do you have anything for us, Jordy?
I do. So we have, let's start with the science question. So Jackson is asking, when an ice cube melts, is it an endothermic or an exothermic reaction?
Okay, yeah, so I'll answer that question. Let's just talk about what the difference between endothermic and exothermic is. And actually, there's a great picture that I use sometimes. Okay, so if we could jump to my screen really quick. Oops. Right, so an exothermic versus an endothermic reaction is going to go like this. Thermic, the word exothermic or endothermic contains the word thermic, which just refers to heat. Exo refers to outer. So exothermic is a reaction in which heat is given off. And then endothermic is going to be a reaction where heat is absorbed. Using our little handy-dandy picture here, we can see solid ice, liquid water, and gas steam, water vapor. So, and this kind of shows pretty clearly what's happening. As we move from solid ice to a liquid water and then to steam, heat is being absorbed, and so chemical bonds are being broken. So this is going to be an endothermic reaction because heat is being absorbed into this liquid. So this sort of makes sense if you think about it, right? We have to put heat into ice in order for it to be to turn into water, and that absorbing of energy of heat is what breaks the chemical bonds in solid ice, turning it into water, or which breaks the chemical bonds that the light polar bonds that hold water together, allowing water molecules to sort of float up into the atmosphere. So in this case, when an ice cube melts, it's an endothermic reaction since the heat is being absorbed. The opposite way would be an exothermic reaction. And it can be a little bit confusing because if we think of exothermic reaction, if I go from liquid to a solid, right, liquid water to solid ice, it feels like, okay, ice is colder, so shouldn't that be endothermic? But the idea was that liquid water had to get colder, and it had to give up heat energy to become colder. That it's the giving up of heat energy that makes it exothermic. So again, endothermic is the absorption, endothermic is the absorption of heat energy, making something warmer, and exothermic is the giving off of heat energy, making something cooler.